homeless or in jail? Hey guys, this is Reality Making here, and I'm bringing you guys another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, and I'm going to be talking about a topic. I actually saw, what's his name? AK, I think it was AK, who made a commentary about, well, a lot of people are actually doing it over YouTube. It's about, would people rather be homeless or would they rather be in jail? And I know I haven't been bringing you guys commentating gameplays for quite a while now, so I decided, you know what, I'll just make one as while I'm bothered. So let's get straight into it. So I'll actually talk about each of the individuals first. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, being homeless, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Well, being homeless, you would starve and you would have to get money by luck, by begging people like beggars. So you guys will have to be getting money by actually asking people for the money, and you wouldn't get as much money as people, and you wouldn't have any service at all, and there will be nobody you know, to help you out. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe your parents cook you dinner or something. I don't know. You know, there won't be anyone like that. You have to do everything by yourself. You have to even earn money, and you're gonna have to like go through rain. You get really ill. There is more of a chance dying. There's more illnesses that you are most likely to receive, like anorexia and stuff like that. What else can I think of? You know, there'll be raining outside. There'll be people walking around, you know, like really dodgy people. There could be, what else can I think of? There could be nothing else. So they're kind of the disadvantages. Advantages is that it would be a hell of a lot of fun, like playing probably like Knockdown Ninja. I mean, I know if I was homeless, I'd definitely do that. You'd I wouldn't say rob. You'd sit down, have some peace. You know, sometimes you guys want peace, and I guess it'd be too much peace, but it's a good amount of peace. You get quite a lot of peace. You wouldn't have like your parents nagging you to do stuff. You wouldn't have your brothers and sisters annoying you or pissing you off and stuff. But do you know, I do think that it was one of the advantages. Another disadvantage is that you don't have Call of Duty, and I can't be for YouTube. You know, I can't do all the stuff I usually do. It'll probably be, if I was homeless, I probably wouldn't even be in a school, wouldn't learn anything, which is sometimes somewhat bad, because I'm not saying I really enjoy school, but it's kind of boring when I'm just sitting at home playing COD. You know, it's not that fun at all. But you know, there's an even bit there. Let's think. Another advantage. I can't actually think of many advantages at all. If you were homeless, there is a likelihood that you could come back. You could actually become from a homeliness person to a very, 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 you know, person who's very educated. I mean, that is possible. That is very possible. All you need is to find someone who can kind of keep you for a second. You know, it's not that hard. A lot of people probably won't be able to do it, but there is a likelihood of it actually happening. So the thing is, I don't see why not. Why it can't happen. Everyone can do it. And I don't see why not it won't happen. You know, I think I could manage. So I think I could manage, and I do think it would be it would be pretty manageable. That's what I think anyway. You know, I've never really experienced, and hopefully it will never happen. But you know, it could happen. You know, you never know. Maybe we lose all our money because, you know, there will be like price rising and stuff like that going on throughout the future, because it is possible. You know, maybe I'll have a really, really bad education. I think I'm doing pretty well in school, but you know, I might have a really, really bad education, which like no one can. As my mum comes into the room again, but where was I? Can't remember, but where was I? Like I said, it's pretty manageable. But, you know, I might have a really bad education, but I think I'm doing pretty well in school anyway. But Yeah, what else? I can't really think of any other advantages here. So let's move on. Okay, guys. All right. So being in jail, that would be a difficulty. That would be a massive problem. You'd have criminal records. You'd have a lot of stuff you have to get through. You have shame. That's one of the biggest things. I mean, having shame is a pretty big thing, just thinking about it. I mean, I don't really like to have shame. You know, shame isn't something I really do look forward to or anything like that. You know, I don't like people like calling me, oh, you were in jail, and I think it's pretty stupid. And you also have to be, the only good thing is that you have service. You know, there'll be people getting food for you. It's not like you're in jail, you're abandoned or anything completely, but you're in a thing. I mean, it's better. You have shelter and everything. The thing is, you have things on your criminal record. You'd have shame, and it will affect nearly every part of your life. You know, how much people would love you, how much it does affect your education. I mean, they wouldn't just give you a job if you were in a criminal record, would they? They'd give you a more nastier job than you could think. And another thing, they wouldn't give much food. They don't give much food. Probably stuff like just bread and water. They wouldn't give like all the posh turkey and then come over with some really ghillie suits and lay you a table and stuff. They actually wouldn't do anything like that. So you will survive from more things like anorexia. You'd be more of a you'd survive more. You'd be pretty resistant, more than you would be if you're homeless, because you'd have all the shelter, you have the food. It would be no problem. You wouldn't have to ask for money or get beaten up by some dodgy guys or anything like that. So I think there'll be much of an easier life. But I'm not going to go into the conclusion right now, but I do think that this is actually pretty much what I think. I mean, you have more things this way, but you'd have a bad life. You know, you'd have a bad life to end up in jail in the first place, and you have an even worse life because you wouldn't actually make you improve. You'd have a consequence for doing something. It wouldn't literally make you improve. But for the question itself, that's what I think. That's what I think about being jailed, and that's what I think about being a homeless person. And you know, although you have a lot of things, you know, a lot of advantages, and it's actually a pretty hard decision because I haven't actually thought about this before. But life, it does matter quite a lot. It does matter quite a lot. So I'm gonna just go right into the conclusion. Alright, guys. In conclusion, from everything I've said so far, going back to the question, would I rather be homeless or would I rather be a person in jail? Thinking about it really hard, like I said, life is a massive thing to me. It doesn't matter, you know, how my life goes, the way the path works and stuff like that. So having that considered in mind, me personally, I would actually rather be a person in... I'd rather be a homeless person. I'd rather be a homeless person, to be honest, because you have a life. You actually have a life, really. You wouldn't be one of the badasses, you know. Wouldn't be. You actually have a good life, you know. You wouldn't really be taught to do anything bad. There's no one around you who'd actually... You could be threatened, but you know, there is no one literally around you who, you know, how do people, you know, there's loads of dodgy people nowadays. You can see all around, you know, walking in the streets, stuff like that. But how they get bad? By their friends. How they get bad? By their friends. It goes etc. like that. But you wouldn't really have any friends if you were homeless, and you wouldn't really have a bad life. So I think that's why I'd rather be homeless, because although there's much things and I might die earlier, you still have a good life. And that is something that actually really matters. So, I might as well just say the final score about this gameplay. I think I'm using the MP7. I can't remember, but the final score is 25-9. Although there's like ages till the gameplay finishes. Well, a couple of seconds, but let's think. Nothing else. Guys, be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I can't really remember when I was playing this gameplay, although it was like yesterday. But guys, I haven't been earning any subscribers lately. I had like 4 subscribers every day the other day, and then suddenly I've stopped again. But anyway, guys, please continue subscribing to me. This has been Reality Making. You've been listening to this commentary, and I'm out. Peace!